Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of my Minecraft Let's Play. Today we are going to be tackling some projects here on this lower level, namely the smelting room that we're going to get set up. So I've cleared out some space for us to work in right behind me here. I've got a few ideas as to what exactly it is I want to do with this space. First, let me suit up in case anyone sneaks up on me. That's something we should probably address also, is the fact that I've got mobs sneaking in here from, I think just from this side here, probably because there's a massive ravine that I haven't completely lit up yet. So I kind of outlined our area to work with here. We can't change the wall blocks here. I didn't really want to use stone brick for this, but I don't have a choice because it's a shared wall with the stairwell. So we have to just work with that. We're going to put our smelter at the back of the room here. But first, let's get a floor put down so I'm not trying to jump up here continually. I think we're going to extend the existing pathway into, I have a box of supplies that I grabbed. Hopefully it's enough for what we need. It should be, because this isn't a very big room, so it's not going to take up, very many blocks. I did do a little bit of measuring ahead of time, so I think I do have the correct amount of basalt. So an upright one for our corners, and then like that. Yeah, I think that's right. 2 on the sides and then 3 across the top. Yeah, so let's grab our barrels and our hoppers and furnace-eye. So 3 barrels like that, and then we're gonna need hoppers to feed into those. Whoops. Okay, and then whoops. I don't think we need any blocks in that space. We do need hoppers coming into the back, like so. We put 3 barrels up back here. These barrels will hold our coal reserves and feed fuel into the furnace-eye. And then these whoops. And then we're going to put hoppers on top of the furnace-eye, and then 3 more barrels up top. So that, I think we can fill that space in as well. I don't think we're going to be putting anything down there. Now we are going to put our blast furnace-eye off to the sides. So if we put a stair here, that means I can fill those spaces in, I think. Like that. Yeah, because you won't be able to see any of these blocks. They're going to be totally hidden. So the idea was to, let's try the dark one first, was to put a block or a stair there and a stair there. And the furnace-eye like so. Okay, and this isn't exactly how I wanted this to look. I wanted it to be a little more three-dimensional, have a little more depth to it versus just a flat wall of blocks, which it's a little flatter than I wanted, but we do have these hoppers here that give us a little bit more depth to this wall, which I will have to live with that, at least for now, because this is the best design I can come up with the space that we have to use. Right, so we need a ceiling. I wanted to do a black stone ceiling. I was going to do a black stone trim down here, but I don't think that netherrack and black stone look good next to each other, which has me conflicted about using black stone stairs over here because they're pretty close proximity to each other. So maybe we'll ditch that idea. We do need trim up top though, so it'll either have to be, yeah, that feels way too dark. It doesn't really tie in with anything else. That's not bad. I certainly think that looks a lot better. Yeah, again, I'm not really getting the depth and the contrast that I wanted, but I think once we throw a little decoration in here, it should be less noticeable as to how plain it is. Do I have a lantern? We need some sort of lighting, and I do have exactly 1 lantern. Okay. Whoops. So I wanted to do some windows along the side. but I don't think there's a good way to center them. So we could put one block here, and then we're 1, 2, 3, and we're in the center of those 3, but we've got another visible row of blocks here, so really we would need to do 2, like that. But then we've got the stair in the way that once again is throwing the whole thing off. It's too, well, okay, so let's try two different approaches here to try and liven up this wall a little bit. Let's put a window on one side and just some shelving on the other. And by shelving, I mean just stairs stacked on top of each other. Do I have... I did grab some iron bars. Okay. Maybe glass panes would look better than those do. The idea, though, was that iron bars match the whole, you know, smelting thing. So we can grab some glass panes and try those as well. But let's put some shelving in quotations, maybe like that. It adds depth to the wall, that's for sure. Okay, so let's, with these top 2, oh, I guess that's not exactly what I wanted. Maybe that won't work the way that I wanted it to. I was hoping to, well, basically I guess have it like that, but I have to have another stair there in order to get that to work. Oh, yeah, I suppose we could always do just a corner on one side. Of course, then it's not symmetric like I would like it to be. I don't know, it could be worse. And we could always push the shelf out by 1 block. But then we're up against, well, so then the solution to that would just be to go like that. That way we're not bordering, that way the shelf isn't open all the way up to, yeah, that's not so bad, and I think at that point we could probably even do away with that one. Yeah, but the question is, do we want the big shelf up top and the small shelf below, or do we want it the other way around? I don't know, I don't think that's bad. I don't like that the corner of the shelf comes to the corner of this stair, so maybe with this one we do the turn stair, like that. But at that point maybe we just turn all of them and just kind of scooch the shelf over entirely, like that. Yeah, and then that's pretty centered. You've got half a block right here between the shelf and this stair, and you've got half a block right here between the shelf and the andesite. So that's not bad at all. And then again, you're not interfering with the build on this side, whereas if we do a window, it doesn't look as good on this side, and it's not centered over here. It's centered in the room, but it's off-centered out here. So maybe we'll just do the shelf like that one. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we'll do. So let's tear all this down and figure out how I did it. So stair like that, stair like that, stair like that, and then turned. Whoops, I don't have enough stairs. Well, that's pretty cool. Could throw a door right there. Wouldn't go anywhere useful, but okay, let's see. So I do have more stone bricks. They're already in my inventory. Make a few more stairs and turn them, and voila, we've got a little bit more depth to our room here. So then we need some decoration. I grabbed a couple of items that you would find in a blacksmith shop. We've got that blocks off the shelf a little bit, but that's okay. So we've got a smithing table and an anvil. I think maybe we turn these stairs outwards, which won't match the side ones, but that's okay. A little bit of variance here and there is all right. Mix it up a little. I'm not sure if I like it the other way more or not. Got our chains here because of course it's a blacksmithing area, so chains galore. Okay, let's try putting that stair back. For depth purposes, it looks nice to have that little inset piece right there. I don't know, I guess let me know if you feel strongly about it one way or the other, and I can always come back and change it. Okay, cauldron. Where do we put that? Next to our anvil? So is a smithing table flammable? I guess would be my next question. Which I don't think it matters because I don't think that... Can you not put lava in it? Oh! I thought you could put lava in a cauldron. That's super disappointing. Is that not something that you've always been able to do? Can you only put water in a cauldron? I guess that makes sense since it's for potion brewing, but even still, I'm a little disappointed. I can't believe I just did that. So what if we... I don't know, it feels kind of cluttered now with all this stuff in here, but I guess we'll just leave it like that for now. Maybe put like a barrel. Do I have a trapdoor? Can I put like a little... No, now we've got way too much going on in here. No, I don't. I don't think that I like it being that that mismatch. That if we put them next to each other, yeah, it's not so bad. I could do something similar over here if I had the supply. Maybe just a regular crafting table. Maybe that would be useful to have, and then I can do another trapdoor. Yeah, that's not bad. I have mixed feelings about the items kind of overflowing out of the room, but I guess it makes it feel more like a workstation. I don't really like that there. Oh, what if we... Well, we already have a lantern there. What if we... Okay. I have an idea. I need... How do you craft a... Do we have soul sand? I think I have soul sand down here. Oh. Where'd it go? I do have soul sand. Okay. I don't fully remember how to make a soul lantern, but that's okay because they added the craft book thingy. Craft recipe book. Okay, so you take a normal torch, I think, and you put it over a block of soul sand, or maybe under. Okay, or maybe I just use the crafting book because I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I have to craft a torch from scratch. Gotcha. Okay, normal torch and soul sand below. Okay, and then I need my iron ingots to turn it into a lantern. Okay, there we go. That's what I meant to do from the get-go. So what if we had like a little, you know, if you're smithing something, you're gonna want a work light, right? It takes up space and it doesn't look terrible, so we'll just leave it there. Let me know what you think of the design, and then I guess I'm going to replicate this this room on the other 4 sides, which might be a little overkill. Maybe we don't need that many smithing rooms, but for the time being, we can get this ring completed, and then later I can go back and replace smithing rooms with something else that we come up with. But anyway, I am going to go and replicate the stairways and the smithing rooms on the 3 other sides, which is going to take me probably a considerable amount of time, but I'll get that done and I'll meet you guys back here. And we are all finished. That couple of seconds for you was about an entire day for me, and that was with doing stuff in between. But yeah, I finally got it finished, and I am in need of a break. I am pooped. I do not want to play this game anymore. Yeah, so let me flip around here, get our camera fixed, throw my armor back on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these rooms and stairs. Everything is completed and essentially a mirror image, other than the plants. The little plants change in each one here. Currently there's enough stuff that's different. You know, I've got the gold there and then the armor stands there. There's enough stuff that's different for me to know which direction is which, but ultimately, once everything is all cleaned up, it's going to be a mirror image all the way around. So we're going to have to do something to help us decipher which side goes where. Maybe like a northeast, west, south, or north. Yeah, that was right. North, east, west, south. Something like that. And then realistically, I mean, it looks great to have identical rooms like this. If we find something else as a space holder, we can definitely tear one of these out and replace it with something different. In the meantime, though, it helps us, you know, consider this level done, other than these walls, which are going to be next episode's project because, like I said, I am plumb tuckered out. I do not want to sink any more time into this right now. I got the main thing I wanted to get done, and now that those are out of the way, that allows us to move on to the next step in the project. I dug this out 2 more blocks up, so we've got some headspace when we go to start working on the wall design. Oh, you know what? They're not completely done because I forgot to do our little in-wall shelving here. So this is the original room. It's currently the only one that has this shelving. I need to go through and add the shelving to each of the other rooms as well. But that was a hard day's work, that's for sure. But it's out of the way, which allows us to move on to the next steps, which is super awesome. It's kind of a bummer because there's not a whole lot of exciting content in this episode, but the amount of work that went into getting everything done is leaps and bounds more than what the actual video came out to be. But anyway, now that we got that done, I am going to go take a break, and I will see you guys in the next one where we will tackle the walls of this ring. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.